next gave us Tengu Alchemist. So that's what we're doing. I'm not good at deciding what to play, so I just ask Sarabot. Tengu Alchemist. Cool. Where do we start? Alch Air, sure. It's weird to start with Conj and no air when your first spell is Alch Air. So we'll just get some of that first. That's fine. 11, sure. I can't use that, but fine. Okay, good start. Yeah, we'll get a little more air. Everyone's favorite spell. War Axe. Whoa. I think I'm in the minority of people that think melee Tengu is actually decent. I mean, you have 2 Ox attacks. You have passive acrobat. You have bonus evasion. Like, yeah, you have low health, but like, whatever. You have good apps and fucking everything on the left side. Nothing important. I'll just take a ring now. Ellie, sure. What do you have? Forgecraft stuff. I don't really care about. She has a wand, I want it. Keep missing her. Cloak, great. Oh, there she is. With an adder, that's not great. No, it's fine. Ooh, bunch of good stuff. Elk staff of all staffs to get. Excellent. Leather armor, fire. Grab that. What are we at? It's okay. I'm just miscasting all fucking over the place. We're not going to deal with that. We'll get OTR and shift gears here. Great. I probably shouldn't play with the gnolls. Just come back to them. Alright, one's awake, whatever. Oh, we got roots. 2 charges is not nothing. Let's come down here. That's basically it. So how... Yeah, I mean, we're going to want to get the leather and buckler on when we can. But, like, the amount of miscasts I'm running into with like 3 and 6% is really, really crazy right now. So this is noise, not ID. Okay, good to know. Alright. I'll take that. And moonshine. Okay, so we got the kind of worst potions to ID and the worst scroll. Great. I'm not playing with an iguana. this is hopefully ID now. I really don't want to deal with the Phantom. So let's just no iguana. Brilliance. Enchant weapon. Alright. I would like the wand, so I'm probably gonna fight this. OTR at 19. I'll come back. Okay. Alright, now we can fly. Whatever. Door number 3. Another Phantom. Let's try Moccasin again. Alright, cool. It got distracted. These way more deadly than they should be. Immune? No, you're just resistant. Oh, right, the mutation. This is actually pretty detrimental. Yeah, I might even drink the other mutation pot just to take that off. Let's do that. It'll be fun, right? Shed blood can rise up to fight. That's potentially worse. We'll see how it plays out. Sticky flame soon. scale mail of terror. That sure is terrifying. Alright, maybe we can get the good ending this time. We'll leave him some rocks. Temple, great. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, very sparse temple. That's not exciting. I'm definitely not gonna do like Zom, Kazlal. I don't think I've ever done a Rue on a caster, but I'm thinking Red is the way to go. And I think it's been a bit since I've played them, so that's very cheap potions. We'll take those. We'll take the other mute too and try and get this garbage off. Okay, cool. +7 shield when casting. Yeah, we can use that. Come back for that immediately. No, we're gonna get fire. Spicy. Oh, miscast, also spicy. Y'all just sit still for a sec. We'll just let the zombies handle it. La 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 la. Riveting summoner gameplay. This whole thing is crazy. Moxon should do some work. Hound, iguana's coming. Okay, the Druid is what I cared about, really. more stealth. Is there anything good in here? Just a potion. So get these. These are very good. Red's happy. Okay, cool. We're not gonna use any of these. Probably end up doing like staff melee if anything. Always forgetting to light the torch. That's my biggest. That's my biggest issue with red. It's just I'm just forgetful, so I end up not playing them very well. Nobody stop me. I'll take that just for farting around behind summons. Okay, we're right at the Bailey. It's convenient. Let's not light the torch because we're gonna leave immediately. It'd be a good time to have the leather on, but steppy, step up. Now we have leather. That's fine. What did Maggie have? Morax, resistant to corrosion, so she has acid scales. I would like steam or acid scales, that would be nice. Okay, so we'll not go down these stairs because we're gonna fucking die immediately. Where are you? Okay, hey Maggie. Mesmerized, fine. Deeply unworried about that. Alright, can we get some cool stuff? Let's get the Steam Dragon. They're not even here. Okay, Null Fortress. Great. This one's like Bailey's maybe like the best like risk to reward. You know what I mean? Like it's very not dangerous and usually has like an acquirement or XP scroll. Okay, we've got Grum. Attack, get some throwing. Weirdo Mercury Arrow hits my guys too. But what can we do? Alright, so shields up. What else do we want to work on? Falcon Fire, sure. This is not the Bailey I remember. Joseph. You come to me, buddy. I don't care about that. Buckler. Yeah, that's worth it. Can you poison these? Yeah, you can. I was hoping I would find the necropolis quickly. We did not, though. And we missed it. Great. Yeah, he's not happy. What about this one? Maybe we'll do better on this floor. We do have torchlight, so let's get a little bit of that. This is a shitty metal vault. Just avoid that. Yeah, we may be able to do this, but it probably isn't worth it. I don't know though. There's only one way to find out. Bees. Right, hopefully. This is enough have to. Ooh, Amulet of Air is nice, but all this is a lot of nonsense. Interesting that the rockfish can go in the walls. Rough. Mind burst, I guess. Alright. It's definitely time to leave. Spellcasting up, sure. Let's just everyone come back here. Yeah, alright. Let's try door number 3. Yeah, and see, this is another problem with red. If you ever have to, you know, avoid a really dangerous vault, you are SOL. Here's a lair. I might want to just go right in there. Lair and or convenient. I'm not thrilled that they're on the same floor as the vault. Unwise. Step. You have decent will. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with +6 Arbalest, so I need to stay in melee with him. Let's just like live another turn, and then yeah, his corpse can help us survive this. There we go. One sec, I'll be right back. Okay, so a +6 Arbalest is a really nice find. That's like, okay, maybe we should go ranged. Doesn't play well with red though. +2 gloves, great. Amulet of Air. Corrosion, sure. These go right on. Reduce spell accuracy. We don't care about attacks. Arlek is nice. Our missile. We have, yeah, a couple air spells. We don't care about the spell power so much. We don't really have. Yeah, we have nothing that cares about it. I'd rather have the regen right now, so we'll keep that. Keep working on that. Couple ID scrolls. Just use those. And we'll go to. Might be worth using. Hello. Have a decent Arbalest. I'm pretty sure a bunch of shit like from the vault survived and got away. So I'm gonna, yeah, re-clear all this. There you are. Okay, there's the Tengu. Try and confuse him. That's good. Alright, there we go. And I think, ooh, protection buckler, even better. Drop some of this other nonsense. Good. One armor. I'm not going to just immediately enchant the shield, but it might not be a bad idea. D10 has increased chance for malevolent force, so probably wise not to push it. We have not been shafted, so do the smart thing, go to lair. Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, good thing we are red. We can just kind of do this, do that, do that. Yeah, do some of that. Hydra. Not a fan of you being on top of me. But Maracuda is amazing to get out of red. I'll just eat anything alive. Cassandra. We got an old gribs 4. That's not amazing. I'll get that up a bit more. Okay, no ambush. I don't know what's up with that. Is this the what, Indiana Jones vault? It do be. Bear spirit. That's that's funny. I didn't realize it could spawn a Randart or an unrand even. But that is funny. Ooh. Spicy spider. I mean, I think there's like one more tile deep, but I don't think it's worth opening. But we do have our swarm going, and yeah, let's just do that. Alright, that's fine. Amulet, I mean, it's not going to be better than regen. I have RF. Let's just bite the bullet. This stuff can all be poison, it's fine. Alright, cool. I doubt we'll need this, but we'll just take it. Finally, red's happy. And we get a bigger Umbra. this would be a funny pivot, but I don't think we're gonna go for it. Okay. Isn't really a big deal. Now it kind of matters. Yeah, we'll just use magic. Snail. Do we have Bind Soul? We do. Oh, snail. Oh, they're too hurt. No. Alright, well, if we find another snail, we can take a snail soul. We didn't get spider, so we don't have possibility of further snails. Good. It takes forever to auto explore the mob. Another ID, sure. Alright, Red's happy. Yeah, let's try another one. I feel like maybe you should just check, like on principle, all 3 stairs with Red. Catablepus would be a great bound soul too. I should keep that in mind. Well, great probably isn't the right word. It's gonna end up petrifying all my dudes. Hell rats, do you keep? No. You're pretty good though. Probably overkill on the invo. Yeah, there's nothing I want to get. It's just whenever I'm like playing a caster and just not sure what I want to do, I just get spellcasting. It's like mage fighting. More mana's always good. Alright. Is that another one I forgot to light the torch? Oh my god. I'm the worst disciple. actually rather have that than our core. They're meleeing shit a bit. Okay. Hey, we get shaft protection. That's nice. If we remember the torch. Yeah, no shaft. Okay. Oh, I have 6 of poison. No thanks. Melee iron issue. Yeah, it's fine. God, it's just so many zombies. Right, there we go. Yeah, just for fun. Ah, did my soul thing fall off? It did. Ah, that sucks. Let's back off. There I am. Let's do cloud protection. Don't want to melee dire elephant. More slang. Maybe this trident's good. It is not. But it's better than our spear. Primehorn, don't care. Ooh, resist buckler. That's really good. You don't see those often. Okay, so where do we want to go with this dude? We don't seem to be having good luck on spells. Like, there's nothing worth getting or going for immediately. Yeah, this is the first artifact weapon. We can't really do this because of the zombie swarm. Yeah, we don't really have anything. We don't really have anything good to do right now. So let's just go to Orc. Hopefully there'll be something good to buy that can give us some direction. Still hand axe. Ooh. Good thing I remembered the torch. Have enough mana to keep with this. Alright, we're good. I was hoping there'd be shops up here. No such luck. Really? You're disappointed by that? I thought that was a good floor. That was a lot of dudes. Okay, maybe you'll be happy with this though. Looks like ogre floor. Let's get this up. Okay, and we have Roka too. Maybe ambitious. But funny for sure. Hey old captain. Yeah, Red is the anti-stair dancer. He wants you to like, you can't get piety without his little torch active, and you can only do it once per floor, and if you leave before you like basically clear the whole floor. Oof, this is very unwise, and I have no like blink or anything. May just die to my own hubris here. Wouldn't surprise me, and wouldn't be the first time either. Step. We don't need another one. Your will is not great, so maybe we just do that. Alright, the last one, fine. Just chill in there, please, and we'll just throw that at you to finish this off. Jesus. Alright, well, that was fun. But like, then I just get in like alright, he's upset about my failure, but I just get in situations where I just don't care anymore, and I feel like stair dancing is better. Plus once you're at max piety, it's like it doesn't really matter anymore. It locks you out of Hurl Torchlight, but that's also not a great ability. ammo though. Definitely cost us way too much in resources. Good ring. Maybe a reflection. And nothing there. Yeah, red also falls off really hard later in the game. Zombies just become less valuable. You're fighting fewer living things. And you start, like, everything has, like, RN later on. Like, it's not nothing. You know, there's still, like, Draconians and Za, and, like, Depths has a bunch of living stuff, Faults. But it does fall off. Okay, so did not get what I wanted out of this, which was some sort of direction. Alright, so this is why he was disappointed. So the torch, essentially this is how you gain piety. You can't gain it without this, and then if you don't, like, clear a huge portion of the floor, they don't really care very much. So you kind of have to light the torch at the beginning of a floor, clear the entire thing without leaving, and then go to the next one. That's like the intended play pattern. It's the no second chances thing. You're just not allowed to leave. And then lighting it actually gives you access to this, which is just like it's like Hurl Damnation kind of, but it also gives your zombies might. So, like, it's okay, but it's also a limited use thing. So, like, if I can't even light the torch because I already was on Orc 1. I mean, I don't even know if I want to go up again. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, really it's about the zombies. It's just like, in the early game, you find red on D4 temple, like, you can immediately just steamroll, like, the whole early game. Because lighting the torch actually summons stuff, so here we go. We have an opportunity to do it. So you light the torch, you get some undead minions for lighting it, which is supposed to, like, help you snowball at the beginning, and you get 5 charges of torchlight. So it's like, it's okay. It really is just about the permanent Reap Aura, though. You can also do goofy stuff with Bind Soul. Like, you can hold on to some really weird uniques or monsters that can be really powerful. It's hard to keep them alive, though. Yeah, no books, no good shops. Some kind of robe. Nothing. glorified by your conquest. He's happy now because we did the entire floor with the torch up. But like, if you're not using this like every time on the floor, you don't use piety. This is like a one-time use kind of thing. You get one bound soul and that's it. Shackles is pretty good though, but it's a huge amount of piety. Yred early on, like you're just, this is like peak power. Any synergies or just a helper god? What do you mean by synergies? And let me turn my computer volume down so you're not like getting a reverb or whatever. Like there's some neat things you can do. But like with this character in particular, it goes really well with alchemy because all your zombies are poison immune. So like I can just freely, you know, throw out Meth Cloud. I can throw out OTR, and nothing's gonna be affected by it. So I can actually like be an effective backline with everything being poison immune. So like there's some synergy with Alchemist. You can see I can just kind of chill in the back, poisoning stuff. All my dudes are immune to it. And you just get a massive like ball going. And then you just walk through the whole floor. No, not with most things. So if you can do something smite targeted, great. We have LRD, like the best thing to use, I think, is it's like BVC is a really good combo with it because you can fire that through allies and then, you know, it's BVC, so you're getting good damage, you're getting a root, your zombies get bonus accuracy. So there are some options for getting through things. But we really don't have, Fireball might be good, but again, it's like, can't throw that through zombies. Like nothing here really stands out as being that useful. Inner Flame, maybe you can make, you know, zombies into bombies, bomb zombies, bombies. But like LRD would be something. I'm pretty sure Tengu's, yeah, -3, so we're shit at Earth. Ooh, hello. Yeah, luckily, like, even if you, yeah, it's same with Bayo, right? If you get a teleport trap on a floor, yeah, It's not a big deal. You just pull everything to you. You know, assuming you have your swarm going. Yeah, like I don't. I guess staves like it. Yeah, I guess we'll do that and just get out of the way. But you can see like the allies you get from the torch aren't like super overpowered or anything. You're just getting kind of like floor appropriate stuff. I haven't played with Valor yet, so that might be neat. I wonder if that beam of energy. I wonder if that will go through allies. Probably not. I imagine it's just basically a bolt spell. Yeah, we'll just equip that so we can OP a little easier. Yeah, like what? I don't even know what to get at this point. Does Necro buff undead in some ways? Walking Alembic maybe? Yeah, there are a couple things in the Necro school you can use that, you know, will work with Red. Like if you get Anguish, that'll work well. Like Martyrs now will work. Animate Dead, I'm pretty sure just is redundant, but you can Death Channel and stack up on spectral summons. And like we're good at Necro, right? We could do Necro stuff, but we're just, you know, we really don't have great options. Permafrost doesn't make sense. LRD is great, but -3, so like, yeah, like we could get Fugue. Let me just grab Blink and Apport because it's, you know, whatever. But like, there's not a lot to do with what we have access to right now. Just kind of disappointing. So we'll probably end up just, I mean, getting staves to min delay and then like doing hybrid staff melee. Yeah, let's come down here so we can get the horde in the way so we don't have to deal with the serpent. God, that Sphinx is kicking ass. Ooh, Agnes. So this is like, yeah, so we'll just do the bound soul just to show it. And like, you're on a timer with this, so if you can't just, you know, like immediately, not immediately, but quickly kill whatever you bind soul on, you're just kind of nuking your own health for no benefit. But let's buff some zombies with torchlight. Just tell everyone to fight her. Alright, so we got it. Now we get Agnes, which, you know, not bad. She's fast. She's got, you know, pretty good stat line, decent health, really high EV. She gets the drain on hit, which is nice, and gets to keep her weapon. So, you know, you could bind soul on something with a good weapon, it would be really effective. But really, like, the most effective bound soul overall is just Snail. It's Torpor Snail. It keeps its slow aura, so you're just walking around with an allied Torpor Snail. It's, you know, it's like equivalent to a permanent haste, but it's better than that. I mean, it extends to all your zombies as well, because everything else is slowed. So Torpor Snail is basically haste aura, which is obviously really, really fucking strong. But beyond that, uniques that summon are really, really powerful. Like if you can get Zenata, really good. If you can get like Mleo Global, the dude who like corrupts, that's really good. He'll just keep corrupting shit and like you'll have a crazy army in no time. Oh, god damn you. Had to be a manual bookshop. That sucks. Let's see. Yeah. Centaurs. Yep. Oh, neat. So she does actually, I didn't realize she gets to keep the brand on her weapon. So she's like double branded, which is nice. Okay. Stop it. Is this gonna be something? Decent air staff. What do we have? Arc Jolt, not great. Yeah, it's all air stuff, which does not go with what we're doing. Partisan of Elec is something. Yeah, we could maybe reach over stuff, but what we have is not really. Not very synergistic. Okay, here's something. But really it's nothing. None of this is any good. So we are still on the lookout for good spells. Maybe someday. Ignite Poison. That's good. But, you know, this doesn't really do much for you. And Snake, like, you know, we can't do Snake with just poison, right? It just doesn't work. So we really can just do Shoals right now. At least we have Flight. One will. I think we have a couple sources. Yeah, there's a robe. You can use that leather armor. But Shoals is also fucking awful for summoners now because of the Daze effect on Mesmerize. So this is actually pretty crappy. This is like the worst 2 branches we could get. Thinkering what to do. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's Shoals, and we just kind of have to do everything ourselves. this on, so at least we don't get mesmerized. But still, like, not gonna matter that much. Louise. She managed to walk into the one tile of deep water and die. That's funny. Poor Louise. Yeah, sure. Let's just get staves up. There's nothing else to do. Okay, Roxanne, I don't want to mess with. So just chill for a second. I wouldn't mind the heal potion, but I don't care that much. I mean, that's what Red is. It just is win harder. Demon Trident. Like, it's not. This just isn't necessary, right? It's overkill. You don't need to have a permanent animate dead aura to get through the game. But it's really nice. I just don't even. What are you skilled for at this point? Tremor Stones? Hey, Melio. Alright, so this would be a decent replacement for Agnes. I don't know if we want to go that route. What do we want to do with you? The fear is kind of a problem, but we have the torch up. What do we want to do? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, of course he makes a fucking bone dragon. We'll do that. I'll sticky flame you, and it'll be over very quickly. Yeah, I don't care about the summon scroll dudes. Maybe I'll try to remember that, but Polyphemus might be a really funny claustrophobia. Polyphemus might be really funny. I wonder if he would keep his like throw allies ability, and then you could just huck zombies at things. Let's finish the floor and then we'll do the trove. Yeah, I'll do that there. I think this is just very... Okay, so we have good Evo stuff here. We'll probably grab that. Alright, finally. Let's see. Ignition. Yeah, ignition's the way to go. So we have a direction now. Fire. Like, just beeline straight towards fire. In the meantime, we could grab the evocables. Early red? No, early red is like what you want to do if you're struggling on any character. Just take red. It's kind of like the most immediate power boost you can get from any god. You immediately get access to the like the light torch ability, which will summon you like, you know, early on stuff like Maracudas that can just completely carry you for a floor while they're there. And you get the Reap Aura as well immediately. And so like, you know, the stuff that you care about on red, you get access to immediately. Also, while the torch is up, you get shaft immunity. I think that's immediate. Surrounded, die, light the torch. It doesn't say it, but I imagine while the torch is up, you're good. Oh my god, the best viewers. Oh no, where will I get them? Yeah, red is like super good early power. Just take them if you ever have issues. Let's see. This is this one. Gadgeteer, cool. Stealth robe. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's okay. Pretty good ring. I will probably wear that. Okay, so is stealth like the theme in this trove? I mean, that's interesting. Kind of neat. Chaos. Good old plog. I'll just grab it. This doesn't actually lead anywhere. Okay, so we have a cute little Bane that very much doesn't matter for us in shoals. Like, oh no, we're gonna get minus slaying if we're in a hallway. Right? Very much doesn't matter. Gadgeteer is kind of neat, but we lose 2 AC and a resist, so it's not gonna happen. Might upgrade to this ring mail at some point. This is probably the only thing that was worth using in there, honestly. And even that I don't care to put on. So ignition will be real fun with this. That's like the whole game. OTR, Ignite Poison, Ignition, and Zombie Swarm. Anything? No. Alright, we're good. Let's drop the excess garbage that we have, which is basically all of this. Might keep that for RF, but that we don't need. No. Nope. Ma'am, we're not fucking with. We'll hold on to a bunch of this, but G-Spirit, maybe. And we're not gonna shapeshift. Glad I didn't just immediately buy the evocables. Sweet, okay. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna replace Agnes, but she would be another really good, really good bound soul, just summoning water elementals. Yeah, they can't move because they're mesmerized. Drop that down. Might harm. Oh, right, the cloud might do something to them. They'll be fine. Why do I have to be courteous about others? Such a pain. Okay, so you're invisible now. Let's take that off. Okay, you're just gonna keep doing it. All right, just keep doing this. And now I don't care about my zombies as much. That wasn't anything. It was just elsewhere. Leech, that would be kind of funny. I don't care very much about it, but jellyfish. the only evocable I like snap pick up is tambourine. Everything else you'll likely find eventually. But that seems to be everything. We'll take this, drop those. Well, okay, we'll keep the RF. I guess we'll do snake now. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. %. Let's get all the salamanders and shit. What do we want to do? Pole arms is at 7.5, so what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna stop fire because we need a way to deal with snake, and it's gonna have to be melee, at least at first, to get the undead death ball rolling. I don't think there's anything that would actually help that much. It's like readily available. No, it's pretty much just melee if we want to do anything. Could even do double slaying. Training I'm good with. We need our poise from something. Pretty sure we can't wear this. We can wear this, actually. That's not a bad idea. So it look like if we do that, put that on. Could wear this instead. Could use the poison resist ring. I'm not crazy about any of these options. This I don't want to deal with. Miss anything? No. Not. Could use kite shield. Okay, so if we do the kite shield and our poise scale, what do we look like? I mean, none of these, they don't really matter, right? The only one that's kind of relevant is Sticky Flame. You can do Meth Cloud, Ignite Poison to just have fire clouds for Naga, but let's see how that looks. That looks a lot better. And this isn't much more shield. Let's get one more AC there. Double slaying, sure. Let's get that. That. We'll wear that, that'll be better. Okay. So the phobia, 0.6. Does have a decent effect on slaying, but oof. This statue is not good. Mesmerized too. What are the options with the statue? Okay, that's a good start. Get these out. Okay. You fail to reach past your red back. Oof. Thanks, Inaba. I will do my best. Okay, so we can't have that. that's too obnoxious. Let's go here. Force molars. Yeah, sure. Update. One of those on. It's not gonna do anything for me. Don't want to die to the sharpshooter. Okay, good. Might be wise to just walk around with that. It's fine. Oh. Oh, that's obnoxious. So, we don't have options here. We don't have different staircases to go down. What do you have? Entangle. Okay. Okay. What do we have for options here? Poison isn't gonna help much. It helps with salamanders, anacondas, so it's not nothing. Tremor stones is decent. Regardless, I think first thing's haste. It's always haste first. If I had more invo, shackles would probably be a good choice. Not crazy about fear. Okay, we got a decent summon there. But there's also this hidden tech where you can poison scroll, ignite poison, and you're flooded with fire clouds. So this should do some good work. Just kind of like roots on ourselves a couple times. And we should be fine now. Yeah, we're good. Thought you had me, game. Get them, boys. Okay, no more Bane. Oh no, we're marked. I know this little vault, and I just don't like dealing with it. Oh yeah, I have flying, so it's not as obnoxious. Yeah, 12%, that's not bad. Detonation Catalyst, that's a good find. Yeah, we'll just take that. And now we're like a decent melee dude. Okay, ring on. Okay, interesting. Wild Shape, Aurelec, Slay Amulet. I don't think... Yeah, we don't have anything I care about. The closest thing would be Maw, but... looks like Agnes died. just got lost somewhere. And it looks like Hat of the Alchemist. Great for us. Pole arms at 14. Very cool. Yeah, I think we just keep going for fire overall. Like ignition is the overall game plan. Okay, so if we had like an AC ring, I would love to wear Hat of the Alchemist. I just really don't need the resists right now. Alright, just gonna finish this and then be done for the night. Okay, let's take it seriously. Immediately worrisome. Yeah, this is awful. Ow. Okay, that was my last curing. Alright, fine. Let's look elsewhere for a minute. Please don't step on that, anyone. Okay, shield of protection, it's nice to see. Do that. We have Valor. That's a stupid thing. Good luck surrounding me. Still no cure ends. Surprising. Agnes is probably gonna die here. Yeah, I think that was her dying. She had a good run though. And there's the rune. 14 like most gods, but having it as an option is great. Nope. Sure, my dudes fight. Actually, let's just test this really quick. If I like break line of sight, are they going to? They're not gonna like fight without me seeing something. That's annoying. Alright, snake's done. We could grab a partisan, but we're not gonna. Almost definitely not gonna invest that much in pole arms. Hey, thanks Draconius. Yeah, we're just steamrolling away. Pretty standard red stuff. And we got my favorite item out of the Alchemist, which would let us use like the kite shield of protection instead of this, or the ring mail instead probably. Yeah, I'm sure we can shuffle stuff around, make use of it. But that's gonna be, yeah, gadgeteer gloves would be nice. I think like these are really nice though. It's gonna be hard to get past that. What do I have orbs of fire. Yeah, they're good, and I have a decent amount of Evo. Like I have 4, rechargeable evokers. But the plan right now is ignition. Like we're not finding good spells really. Like this is all very underwhelming. So I think really it's just getting to ignition. That's enough invo. That's plenty of evo. Like it's just ignition next. How the Alchemist makes elf really easy though. So we'll just go park there. Let's just park it elf. We're not going to spend almost 1,000 gold for nothing right now. And we'll keep working on this tomorrow. And really smooth so far. But I mean, it's Alchemist of Red. There's nothing there's nothing that's gonna be hard. But thanks for hanging out. Good luck, Draconius, on the Spriggan. You seem like you're gonna be perfectly fine. I'm not gonna be able to like tune in though with your new schedule, just because for me, like I looked it up, it's like 1:30 in the morning that you're gonna go live. But good luck. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. Anyways, no, don't worry about it. I've just been farting around doing my next combo. And I think if I just like win the game in console, I get cool player, because TeAl is a word combo. So probably just gonna like tap it in console. But that's it for me. Take care, y'all. Alright, where are we on this guy? We started Alchemist. I think we're working towards Ignition. It's pretty far off. Let's just see. Let's take that off, pretend we're in robes. It's at 80%. Okay, so by the end of Elf, probably castable in robes. I don't need the Arpoise for Elf. What would the will is probably a lot more important. Oh yeah, I've had of the Alchemist too. What do we want to do? Yeah, I think it's the leather, and then we can change the ring. I think we were just doing like double slaying. Okay, now we have Arlec, RFRC, and we can 5 enlightenment. We can ring swap to willpower, send for whatever we need. Amulet of the Air might be good too. I really want to find a prop ring so that I can feel good about Hat of the Alchemist, but I'm not gonna do Bear Spirit, though it would be kind of funny. Yeah, I'm good with that. You still just doing alchemy shit, like detonation catalysts, kinda. Yeah, we're just kinda in a situation where we don't have great spells. Let's grab Yara's. I don't care about Bog, but Yara's is really useful in Elf. Okay. I've seen worse ambushes. Okay, there we go. Still terrible melee, even with min delay, even with 2 slay rings. 8 strength doesn't help. Kind of open. Oh yeah, we have Sticky Flame. Detonation Catalyst would do some amount of work. Elves don't make great zombies, but they'll work. Crawler. What are you guys doing? A blank. I think we have Maxwell's somewhere too. Yeah, we could buy Maxwell's. I think that kind of, if we can get ignition and MCC up, that kind of solves everything in the game. Yred is still at 26. So we'll stop that. Go there. Miscast, of course. And none of them can see invis, which is problematic. Remember, I still have Meth Cloud. That'd be a decent reason to have our poise, but I want to say Sticky Flame is good on dancing weapons too. How would Red like it? They're happy, cool. I might as well just look around. Okay, so those stairs suck as well. We immediately get marked too. All right, this is not a great floor. We'll just cancel. Yeah, everything's gonna be coming. We'll do that. Try and endure this nonsense. Okay, it ended up not being that bad. Ooh, cheaper ignition. Love that. It's kind of the only thing I care about. We're doing leather. Jesus. Sticky flame theory doesn't seem to be accurate. And this is going poorly. Do that. I think I have blank. Yeah. I don't want to go further in though. So let's do. We could torchlight. I don't think that's smart though. We can step. Ignite. Step. Alright, this is bad now. Do that. Paralyze is gonna fuck me up. Yeah, it'll shoot through dancing weapons because they're immune. Let's see. Invis could work for the weapons. Roots could do something, but I think I can probably die this turn if I get fairly unlucky. I mean, I only have 10 armor. It's really very not good. So let's just bail. Yep. That's enough of that. I don't care that you're disappointed, Red. Oh, wrong one. Alright, yeah, that. Being able to stair dance is such a luxury. Blink back. And another one, sweet. Don't care about any of that. Yeah, I'm really not happy about how low our AC is. I feel like that might be worth wearing. Yeah, not great options. Let's see. Reflection. Yeah, I think that's still good in here. Something. I don't know, maybe I should rebrand. But roots is definitely what we need for these. Yeah, that's fine. Come on. All right, buddy. genuinely not going to happen without roots. It sucks. I'm just going to take strength, honestly. I think being below 10 is like way more detrimental than like going above 10 is beneficial. But I don't know. Alright, so we're +8, that's not bad. Just for fun. Flaming, sure. Maybe slightly better. Gavat, maybe at some point. Yara's lost the corrupting friend. Yeah, we don't have a bound soul right now. I haven't found anything that sticks out. It's something I really want to get. The issue with it is like doing the bound soul thing hurts you, so it's like you almost don't want to do it on something that's super dangerous, but the things that you would want to bind are kind of like dangerous by definition, right? So it's kind of a weird thing where you need to be so much stronger than it that you can kind of afford to take a big hit to your HP and not worry about it. 9% is not bad. We can just enlighten if we get scared. Alright, Alk's good. Curious what is ignition at? 67 in leather. Really not great. It's gonna take a while. This looks very end vaulty. Yeah, we still haven't lit the torch. Yeah, we can kind of chill. Ignite poison from the back. Blade Master does not know what to do. Let's back way off. Let's look around a bit more before we commit to that fully. What is it, the whole floor or just the end vault? Like that's it? You just, oh, Stormbow, neat. I don't think we're switching to ranged, but I like it. Yeah, it's fine. Glass eye. Nope, don't want to deal with that. Let's just do the damn torch. Hey, Ring of the Tortoise. Excellent. That is exactly what I need. So let's just make sure we don't die to this fucker. What's the best use of our mana on him? Hurl Torchlight, but we can't get to him. Yeah, let's just Radiance. Oof. Did he just fireball himself? Yeah, engulfed the Elementalist. He just blew himself up like a dork. We have a billion Ambrosia. Yeah, let's pull our sack out. Just get a wee bit of mana back. Oh right, I have no curing. That's foolish. Ooh, very foolish. Okay, so multiple tormentors, that's a real issue. Yeah, should have remembered to buy these. But we can do this fun thing, and then that fun thing, and then step, and step, roots him, just do some more damage. Do that, do some more stepping, just for safety. Right, one of those. Are they insubstantial? Of course they are. We'll just do that. Oof. Right, we can't roots it. You do not have Arlek. Can't like decide what to apport, so alright, we're good now. Give me my damn ring though. God. Yes, please. Now we can put our hat on and finally get some goddamn resists. Alright, that's much better. Now let's put some real armor on. Okay, that's such a huge difference. Just getting that tortoise ring. God. Could even do. Let's do this too. Are we 12% Yaras? What does Kite? 32. Not worth it. But we do want to get that at some point. But this is immediately much better. Yeah, it's fine. Before I forget again, yeah, I don't care, Red. I don't care about your disappointment. I'm not gonna Ambrosia myself again like an idiot. Okay. Back in business. Just the storm bow. Oof. Yeah, that's 3 range, so we're not going to deal with that. And that'll work. Even with Yred, you can't like get through this dude fast enough to actually keep him from respawning. Nothing there. Do that. Okay, Archer is a pain in the butt. Okay, good. Plus 10 plate, why not? What do we have? 12% on Yara's, 16 fighting. I don't really want more hexes, but the Alk is kind of too expensive. Yeah, I could bind like the Demonologist. Ooh, Wizardry, Octopus Ring. The Demonologist I don't want to grab just because of, like, he could pull Tormentors up and they could just be bastards and torment me. The Necromancer dude though would probably be a good bind soul. I wonder if, oh right, 11 whole %. That's dangerous. Yeah, I wonder how the Necromancer works. If there's another one, we'll try and bind it. Yeah, Magnavolt with infinite mana essentially is absolutely nuts. But this Wiz ring, it's funny I have another Wiz Slay ring. Let's just do that over regular Slay, and we're like sitting pretty at this point. And Ignition's at 50, cool. We should be able to have that up for vaults at this point. Yeah, ignore that, it's fine. Yeah, we can ignore that. How much crap do I have? Yeah, we're not gonna use that. I don't need any of this, just random garbage. Highly unnecessary. We'll keep that, but we're not really resist swapping with staves. Yeah, without much Slay, we're down to like 29, which is very not respectable. Willpower Cloak, great. 1 enchant armor, sure. I'll take the AC hit for Will. Boris, what are you doing? Yeah, maybe you just stay asleep in there. And we, we leave. We don't have to deal with Boris. I have a feeling we've found everything of significance, but we can probably check like a little bit. But it's important to know when to let sleeping Borises lie. Like, there's nothing for me to gain by killing Boris. I could start a robe collection, but yeah, great vault here. Getting the tortoise ring, huge. A whiz octopus ring, amazing. This ring, also very good. No, that was a very nice elf vault, and just alchemist I love having. So we're looking better now. Let's go grab ignition. Yeah, Stormbow would be nice. There was like, it's also like an early, yeah, +6 Arbalist that we found, but we had already taken red, and it's like, you can't really, like, the best you can do for like attacking with red is pole arms, and it's still like not that effective because, I mean, A, we have bad strength, but just reaching over things like halves your accuracy, I think. Like, you have a good chance of just whiffing. So it's just kind of like supplemental. That's not worth it, but now we have ignition ready to go. Now let's drop anything we don't care about. Make ignition plan A. Dodging manual, also really nice. TeAl manual. We have like Gavat and stuff, but I think now we just go full hog on ignition. Oh. Oof. Didn't notice dispersal. Alright, what's in here? Take that. 2 mutations. We probably want the other one at some point. Okay, it's a lot more than I expected. RC, oh good. We're still on, yeah, we're doing buckler protection. I'm curious actually, what double whiz? I'm gonna argue that's worth it. Now we are tankier. Yeah, the melee doesn't even really matter that much, but way tankier. and ignition is not any more castable because I didn't take the AC ring off. Meth Cloud just carries the whole game though. Nothing there. Okay, so here's one of these. Immediately. Hurt it too much to bind it. Yeah, this is part of the reason I don't like taking red normally. If you forget stuff, it's not a good god at all. Well, no, that's not fair. The Reaping Aura is really, really strong, but forgetting the torch, forgetting a Bind Soul, is very not good. Last enchant. And enchant armor. Willpower cloak. Okay, now we're decently tanky. Happy. The might doesn't last hardly any time at all. It's pretty useless. On ignite, ignition. Oof. If you could not kill me, that would be excellent. Dreaded Arachne. I guess they're buffing her. We're looking at buffing her, making spell enhancers work for uniques and monsters. 150% speed, 3D 30 arrows though, with enhancer. This is it's pretty bad. I'm pretty sure the ensnare affects poison arrow accuracy, so it's kind of a scary situation. Yeah, and all the shit I do isn't that useful. I guess this is time for ignition. This is what the torch is for. No thoughts, only tab. Oof. Menace the Menace. Let's... What do I want to do with Menace? Of course he has our poise, so he's not going to be a pushover. The Mass Confuse is going to fuck us up. And of course, like, this is the problem with Red. You just go downstairs, you go, oh, it's cool, I'll just light the torch because we're on a new floor. And then Menace shows up. Trishula would be nice to have. What do we want to do? We could just like haste and net him and gang up on him. Surely he can't kill all of us, right? I wonder, Yara's probably works on his silence aura. I know Quicksilver does. Okay, so he's not nearly that bad. Let's just take some steppies. We'll haste. Give him some respect. Come in. Roots. Okay, there's the confuse. Some spiders. Let's confuse again. There's that. Just take that off and we're good. Okay. Get that up and probably like start working on like dodging. Oh right, Red doesn't like that. Damn. Dodging and shields, then we can use the kite shield. I don't care about that. Sojibo. This is a good use for that. 5%? Okay, so maybe not. We can do that. We can do that. And she's down. That's spooky. Yeah, the main question now is Orbs of Fire. We have a pile driver, but air's only at 4. We don't have anything to deal with them though. Maybe get a radiate. It's not that strong. Yeah, I think it's MCC. Get a little more defenses and then work on that. Govera would be interesting. Probably not. I'm gonna use it, but nothing good. Oof. Alright, good thing we have decent stealth. Yeah. Still no Curare, which is weird. That is all of 2% chance, so we're not doing that. What if we mirrored you and then got our own little servitor dude? We could steppy and then pull these guys up. Do some of that. Alright. Never stood a chance. This is maybe one of the rare games where I actually like skip crypt. Let's see. Like nothing I do really besides ignition is gonna affect anything in there. And we have Alchemist hat already, so like we have RN at least partially covered. So it's not really something I'm worried about. Oof. Oof. Okay, you guys come back with me. Yeah, let's see. You are susceptible, but your friends are not. Can we just get some health back? Thank you. Nice, great restock of potions. Towards air a little bit while we're like kicking ass and taking names. vault's done. Parrying gloves, parrying. Nothing really interesting, but like we don't need anything else at this point. Like this is really good kit. 7 blink scrolls would be embarrassing to lose at this point. Let's check the other important thing in crawl, which is titles. We do not have 27 fire magic for some reason. Tengu doesn't have any species specific thing, so I guess we'll get MCC up, and then depending on how much experience we need, we might have to do like an optional branch, but I think we can get MCC and 27 fire and be fine. Not a ton of health. Can you? Just make sure I don't forget that. About you. Make some steam. Yeah, let's mirror Mara, see what happens. This isn't going great. Don't have any mana left, really. So let's do that. That. You have double RF, so ignition's not good. Maybe I should have taken you more seriously. Okay, Steppy. You're both Demon Whip, so you don't have reach, at least. Demonic, does this work on demons? All hostile creatures will be bound. Life force will be drained. Is there anything? Hostile creatures. Okay, sure, top viewers, great. I don't know if this even won't work on Mara, but oof, looks like it might not. So let's try and not die to that. Yeah, we could even telly. Good fear. Yeah, just like throw a bunch of shit at the wall now because I fucked that all up. Horrible bungle. Mara's not even done with me. Jesus, how did he find me? That's actually wild. There's literally no way he should have found me. Like a million miles away. Alright. Let's try that again. Okay, he drowned. Cool. Maybe worth slowing down. Yeah, you must be the bottom viewer if if they're trying to sell us top viewers. How dare you assume my sexual preferences? Okay, so let's take Mara seriously. I mean, we have plenty of resources, but there's just clearly the possibility of him kicking our ass. Yeah, you're RN immune, so that's not going to do anything. Let's start with that. Alright, and that's just like not a big deal. Okay, we get our blink back. Alright. Good reminder to take shit seriously. Because that didn't go well. This probably still 86. Yeah, let's just grab it before we forget. Oh, Mara, or not Mara, Roxanne is in the way. We do not have a way to deal with Roxanne, really. So we'll just sneak it. We'll grab this so we don't have to come back. Take that. Thank you. And grab that. No minus telly. We could, we could cheese her with a lig pot, but like, there's nothing to be gained by fighting her. She can just kind of chill as a statue. Keep going with that. Get MCC, and then she'll be fine. All of these. I'm not going to spend digging, just clear the floor. No, didn't even have to. Really overpriced acid scales, maybe. We're not going to replace that. Alright, nothing important. We're in ring mail. I mean, we have access to Dispel Undead. Nothing else that matters. If we had Death Channel, maybe. And then we could kind of limp our way through Crypt, but I just don't care that much. resist. Nothing good. Where does that put us? 43, so it's probably another, like 18 or more. Protection, cool. I would gladly take that. Did we? Yes, we did. We trained enough. Not quite enough. This is the downside of having really shitty strength. I don't know if we're ever gonna put on a kite shield. Just do that. Yeah, our melee is pretty ass. It's not nothing, but it's not good. That's an awful that's an awful vault. Do I even? I mean, it's got a druid in it that can open doors. It's not like they're just stuck in there. Yeah, see, they got out. Yeah, doors open. Kind of let a couple come to us. Oh, great, yeah, they can dig out too with them. Do that, that. Okay, not that bad. I didn't realize Shrikes didn't have our poise. That's surprising. Rocks? None for me, thanks. Mm, 17, not bad. What do I have? Yeah, with protection on the trident, might be worth just doubling up on wizardry again. Alright, I mean it does basically nothing, so never mind. Blink Granite Talisman. I don't like fighting around two smiters, so let's... Okay, I don't have a choice. Yeah, you don't care about poison. You don't have RF though, so we can just... maybe not totally do that. If they're next to each other, it should kill them. There we go. Yeah, I want that really castable. Because it's gonna be our main main orb of fire killer. So can't have that just failing all the time. you can see how this is part of why Alchemist is such a strong start. Like, the starting book spells are still relevant at the end of the game. Like, OTR still works on Draconians, works on all Adepts, well, not all, but a bunch of shit in Depths. And Meph Cloud, always good. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure it does work that way, but that's kind of funny. I could do Ignite on Breath from something else. That's neat. Wormhole. Okay, I need to pay attention. Very much don't want to die to this thing. So let's just bounce away for a second. Step away from him. Tell everyone, just finish him off, please. Okay. Let's try and finish dodging. Yeah, High Will doesn't help you with Meph Cloud. Just heal up and get back to it. Melee is really slow going. I mean, it'll get there, but take a while. Let's do a little more fire. What do we have left? One rune and 6% ignition. Yeah, let's just do vaults as per usual. Where are we at? 24, almost 25. Crypt. I really don't. I don't have a way to deal with Crypt. That's worth having. Drop that. Is there like a good staff anywhere? Conjure staff. No, if there's something with like double enhancer for plasma beam, I might use that instead of the trident, but yeah, not missing anything. Doesn't really matter where we go down. Please don't see in this. That's good to know. Okay, doing good so far. If we could hit that thing, that'd be amazing. Hey, pole arms manual, we don't need. Alright, cool. Good shape. Don't need that. Nothing interesting. Pretty good. Get that a little higher. Another fear. 14 revelation. Let's just, why not? You can just do that on everything the rest of the game. Let's just, because I don't know if we're even gonna be able to wear the kite shield. We'll just commit to the buckler. It's fine. Yeah, go ahead and summon shit, that's fine. Spooky. I don't want that. Do that. Just finish you off. Okay. Gong. Yes, finally a good item. I might just put Gong on at the end of the game just for laughs, but nothing actually good. Oh yeah, it's just a kite shield. We can actually use it. Yeah, I think Gong is funny. Let's put that on. Ignition's still at 3%, but we just get like plus 20 shield, which is pretty crazy. It's not like we're not gonna be making a bunch of fucking noise anyways. Like, Ignition's really loud, Plasma Beam, MCC, we're just gonna be making a shit ton of noise anyways. Might as well double down. I think there's body armor I care about that I've missed. Yeah, int. No. RN. Yeah, this is all fine. If we get serious pushback at Zot, then I guess we can like take the Gong off, or go somewhere else. What do we get at the finish line? Hat. Alright, so nothing that matters. Mutation pot is 5. Let's get that. We have our mute, but it's... See what that is. 4 int, don't care. Alright. .24 fire. I just like getting the titles out of the way so I don't have to think about it anymore. Okay. Easy first floor. There goes my Gong. Come fight me. Toe. For cancel, I'll just go ahead and do that. A little brilliance. That's a lot of AC as a tree. Yeah, the toe is immune, but if we get it alone, we can MCC it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Is it gonna? No, it's not. Damn. Because we just melee it. Yeah, we don't have our hat. Be a little. There we go. Alright, we're good. Alright, 4 turns. I'm pretty sure you get your acrobat as a Tengu with MCC when you're charging. Armor, cool. You can finally get some defenses. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good staircase to start from. Okay, switch with them, do that, that. Alright, here's our first oof. On principle, we should probably resist pop, but I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Thing is, we kind of need to clear this other crap to MCC it. But if everything just kind of gangs up on it, can we reach over there? I mean, we can help the servitor, but it doesn't do much. Alright, I will resist now that you're hanging out with us. Everyone go kill the moth. Yeah, I need the moth dead. So I can do this. Still charging. There we go, Jesus. Just a little spooky. Of course, you're RF immune. What do we do for toe? Attack? No. Drain life. Yeah. Alright, they'll get them. fire is getting pretty close. We're just barely gonna get there by Zot 5. Yeah, this is a good place to start. Pretty empty. Where's everyone at? I don't like this. I don't trust it. Okay, well, that's something. Let's do this preemptively. Yeah, there's our good friend, the Orb of Fire. Yep, we do have EV. Alright, yeah, it's supposed to hit the closest thing. It's gonna hit the monstrosity. Was that 2 miscasts? Yeah, 14%. That's not super outlandish. For this, we'll just get the RF. Yeah, there goes our mana from the Moth. I don't want to deal with this. Have a Sinvering, maybe worth using. Slowing down. Wait, can we just get? There we go. All right, now you little piece of shit. God, pain in the ass. Yeah, 26. Just barely getting there. I think Zot 5 is like the one floor in Zot where it makes sense to not actually full clear, just to minimize your chances of a stupid teleport trap ruining your day. anything fancy we need to do before we do this? I don't think so. I mean, we have 8 blank. We get anything? No, nothing really significant. Alright, which way are we going? Left, apparently. Yeah, we'll take that. Torch time. Buff up. Mark. Yeah, let's just try. Let's try and avoid that. Probably won't really be able to, but should at least give it an attempt, right? The toe is kind of an issue. For cancel, yeah, that's fine. We'll be a tree. Rebel, okay, so there's some oofs around the corner. That's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, we still have shackles. Yeah, I just don't feel like getting marked. That's all it really comes down to. I could just load up MCC and like hope that I hit the toe or something relevant. It's not like there's anything I can do from the back line right now that matters. I can like Yara's the Lich. But that's kind of... I guess it's just MCC from there, right? Got something? %. We'll just get defense. It's fine. Ah, they pushed him. Damn it. Whatever. Anything else I need? Nah. Two brilliance. Ugh, damn it. Yeah, shit's gonna be coming from the back, but I need to get to the Tesseract. That's kind of what this all hinges on. Alright, we'll back off a little bit. Yeah, backing off seemed to be the right thing. Yeah, very gong. Very fun. Yeah, alright, I'll wait a turn. Yeah, just preemptively. Let's get ourselves a lich. And now I think we can start. Yeah, not useful. Okay. Last haste. No, I didn't leave any behind. So what do I want to do? Being flanked by an oof. Still have resist, still have brilliance. So we're at 3 RF. So they're not that scary. It's just the only thing we can really do is MCC. What kind of damage does this do? I'm assuming it's RN, but irresistible damage to living, demonic, and holy beings, of which this is none, so that doesn't help. Guess we'll see what MCC hits. Alright, there's one. Miscast. Try again. Alright, there we go. Yeah, strength is going to do more for fail rates right now. That. Spiders. Might. A little more help. We have a million heal wounds. Alright, get them, boys. Alright, cool. Yeah, get the lich. One more brilliance. Get it? Yep, destroyed the lich. Dodging's done. Doesn't really matter, but. Please don't torment me, toe friend. There's no reason to just keep fighting. I'll be taking that, and I'll be taking that, and I'll take that, and we'll take that. Where'd it go? Fine. Alright, we're marked again. Cool. Yeah, whatever. Which one is... This makes very little difference. Okay. Illy Bowen. That must be a Panlord. So we can do that. We have Orb of Destruction. Swiftness. Let's do that. It's fine. And summoned? Yeah. Summon horrible things. Okay, yet another one. Good thing we're queuing Telly up. Blink allies encircling. Okay. That was not a good blink. Tentacle time. Okay, there we go. Give them the slip real quick. And get out of here. Hell Sentinel. There's no reason to save these. Alright, we did it. I'm not going to do anything goofy at the end. There's no reason for that. Ta-da! Alright, well that's TeAl. Could have done the console thing, but I don't care that much. Just wanted to get like a decent game in. But that's 2, I guess. Let's see if we can like keep going with a streak. Probably not, but we'll see what we can do. I've been playing pretty poorly lately. But that'll be it for me. Thanks for hanging out. Old Captain, anyone else who stopped by. I'll see you all around. Take care.